Hi, everybody from First Energy Stadium. 2 down. 1 more to go for the Browns. And if you're one of the Browns starters who has watched 2 games in a row, the Browns are getting ready for Kansas City, and it will not arrive a moment too soon. But the Browns win again at home at First Energy Stadium. They now outlast the Giants by a final score of 17-13. And on a day, once again, a game of opportunity for the Browns' rookie class, undrafted free agents. They got plenty of playing time. They can never argue with the head coach upon the time of final roster cuts that they didn't get a chance, because if you were dressed, you played, and probably a lot. For the Browns offensively, right away, they went right down the field, executed a great drive. Kaderil Hodge catches a touchdown pass from Case Keenum on a 4th and goal from the Giants' 7. The Browns defense played a pretty strong first half. They gave up a touchdown early on a 1-yard plunge by Devontae Booker, but they dug in after that and played very, very well. So outstanding players in the game, kind of the same guys that played so well in Jacksonville. 6th-round draft choice, Demetric Felton, the rookie out of UCLA, continues to be the Swiss Army knife. And by that I mean he does just about everything. He's a running back. He's a wide receiver. He's a kick returner. He's a highlight reel kind of guy. He really showed a lot of wiggle and quick cuts that got him some yardage. He did some very good things once again, and you can tell this Browns coaching staff likes him and can really say, wow, we could do a lot of fun things with him in our offense. Johnny Stanton, fullback, possibility that he'll get some looks at tight end. How do you cut this guy? This guy catches the football, he blocks well, he runs hard, and why not try and make him a tight end, especially with the injury to Steven Carlson last week that has cost him the rest of the season. Also for the Browns, I'll tell you what, Richard LeCounte comes up with a big interception that saves the game on the game's final play off a tip pass in the end zone, with the Browns only up by 4. If the Giants make the play, they win the game, but he secures it for his 2nd interception of the preseason. He was a late-round draft choice that a lot of people overlooked, but remember, when he was healthy and he played at the University of Georgia, he was one of the best safeties in the country, and now here with the Browns, he's making a name for himself. As I'll tell you what, the Browns continue to really find some players, as Davion Davis had another big game catching the football, and the 2 quarterbacks, Keenum and Kyle Lauletta, they operated the offense very, very well indeed. A guy that's really trying to show himself to the coaching staff, and he really is doing a great job, is middle linebacker Elijah Lee, who's a leader on Mike Prefer's special teams, and out on the field, he played a lot on this steamy Sunday afternoon, and he was all over the place. He stuffed runs in the middle. He chased down running backs out in the flat. He rushed the quarterback, and when he hurt his arm for a second, he went out of the game, but he raced back in. He can ill afford to miss any time. He has to show himself as much as he can to make the 53-man roster. Which brings us to a week from today, when the Browns will end the preseason on Sunday night against the Atlanta Falcons. Will the starters play? That will be the question once again. Or will they just go through this practice week and then use 2 weeks to get for the Kansas City Chiefs? And you'll look back and say they never played a down during the preseason. When they start against Kansas City on September 12th, that will be their first action. That's a tricky decision for Kevin Stefanski, but one that I know he and his staff have mulled over and probably already have the answer. We'll find out during the middle of the week if they play or if they'll be on the shelf once again and just get ready for Arrowhead Stadium and the opening game of the regular season. But it was hot, it was steamy, it was a win, and in the past, we would treat it like it was a playoff win, but right now it's a methodical win, and the Browns are 2-0 in the preseason as they beat the Giants by 4, 17-13. For WKYC.com, I'm Jim Donovan.